Okay. All right. I'm gonna do a little porch yoga this morning. Not optimal lighting. But do what we can. Hopefully you can hear me and it'll go great. So we're gonna start on our backs in Shavasana. On the mat. Get comfortable. Okay, and as you lie down, start to relax into your body. Let the floor support you here. And I was calling this twisting and trusting sequence because I really want here for you to trust your body and to listen to it. So know when to pull back and when to push more. So really trust your body as your teacher. And I'm just offering different ways of holding and existing yourself. So trusting yourself and trusting the floor. Let it hold you. Relax through your legs, through your torso, your arms, and your head. You can start to bring some Ujjayi breath into your practice. So if you take a long breath in and then exhale with your mouth open, like you're fogging up glass. So let's do it together. Inhale. Exhale, open mouth, fog up. And you can do that again. But halfway through this time on the exhale, close your mouth. Inhale. Exhale, open the mouth. Closing it halfway. And then now, can you do it without opening the mouth at all? Just keeping the breath through the nose. Breathing in and out with that restriction in the back of your throat. This breath helps some concentration and focus and connection to your body and mind. So, using that connection, listen. Find what works for your body. When you're ready, go ahead and bend the knees and plant the soles of the feet onto the ground. And then hug them into your chest. Give yourself a little hug in, grabbing the knees or wrapping your arms around your shins. Seeing if you could keep your tailbone on the ground or if you want to roll off of it. Maybe do little circles on the ceiling with your knees, rolling out your back. And then, keeping the knees in towards your chest, we're going to do a little twist, letting our knees roll over to the right, keeping both shoulders onto the ground as the knees touch down. Go ahead and bring your arms to a T in line with your shoulders. You can cactus the arms if you don't have space, making a 90-degree angle at the elbow. And it doesn't matter how much your left knee comes down. It doesn't have to touch your right knee. But make sure the shoulders, both shoulder blades are pressing into the ground, both shoulders. That's the important part, making the twist be higher up in your spine and less low. So letting that low back, don't press in too much trying to get that knee down, right? Let your spine let you know how far to go. Breathing here, maybe looking over to the left. First twist this morning, so be gentle. Always be gentle. But there will be a time where you can push further. Inhale, back up, bring the knees up, support them with your hands if you want. And then keeping the knees high towards your chest, let them fall over to the left. Bringing your arms out to a T, maybe cactusing the arms. 90-degree angle at the elbow. Pressing your shoulders into the ground. Doesn't matter how far your right knee comes down. Maybe looking towards the right. Gentle spinal twist to start twisting this morning. So start to notice where the twist is in your back, if you can. So as you press your shoulders into the ground, can you allow the twist to be more in the chest and upper spine than in the low spine? So as we're twisting today, I'll give you some cues to notice this, and this is the safer place to twist from. Twisting starting at the lower back can cause some issues. Obviously, our lower back is kind of sensitive if you haven't noticed in your daily life. So twisting starting at the upper back and letting it come into the lower back is the way that supports our spine without tweaking it. All right, inhale, knees back to center. Hug them in one more time. And then holding them out to a tabletop position, stacking the knees over the hips, and then maybe stretching the shins out. So you're making a 90-degree angle with the knees this time. And bring your arms out to a T. Cactus the arms if you need. And you could place the palms face down on the ground. This might give you more support. So we're going to twist side to side, but engaging the abdominal muscles here. So bring your belly button down towards your spine, low ribs, hip bones reaching towards each other, and then start to let your knees fall over to the right, but don't let them touch down. So it doesn't matter how far you go over to the right. It doesn't have to be far. And then inhale back through center, and exhale, reach over to the left. Inhale through center, keeping those low ribs and hip bones together. Exhale to the right. So the lower you go, the harder it is to get up. Your knees back up, sticking with your breath, inhaling through center, exhale to the left. Inhale through center. If you would like to level it up, take your knees further down, exhale to the right. Inhale through center, exhale to the left. Or if you really want to challenge yourself, you try straight legs. Exhale to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale to the left. Keeping those abdominals engaged. So wherever you are, a few more. Inhale, center, exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Sticking to your Ujjayi breath. That whisper in the back of your throat, like you're fogging that glass. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. One more each side. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. And exhale, left. Go ahead and inhale, center, and this time hug your knees in and rock and roll back and forth along your spine up through a seat. Then we're going to sit in our seated position, whatever's comfortable for you. If you can have comfortable cross legs, awesome. If you need to sit up on your heels, that's fine too. So sitting tall here, stacking your shoulders over your hips. Sitting long and tall here, maybe closing your eyes for a moment. And reconnecting to your breath. Finding that ujjayi breath, the whisper in the back of the throat. And using that breath to facilitate your connection of your mind and your body. Really feeling into your body here. And listen, is there anything that's bothering you in your body? Just do a quick body scan. Notice if anything's feeling good and great, if anything's feeling sore and tired, or if you have pain anywhere. Starting at the top of the head and scanning down through your chest, your abdomen, your arms, back through your hips, your back, and your legs. Connecting to yourself here. And then trusting your body to let you know when you're doing something right or you're doing something wrong. Okay, go ahead and open the eyes if you want. Making sure your torso is upright and the spine is long. Reach your arms out and up overhead. Maybe in line with your ears, maybe a little bit forward in front of your face. Doesn't matter how far your arms go back. We want to keep the torso upright, right? So low ribs and hip bones reaching towards each other, not arching the back here. Holding here, reaching up. And then exhale, look under that right arm, start twisting over to the right, keeping the arms up. Inhale through center, looking forward again, and exhale, we'll twist to the left. Holding this twist for an extra breath. Inhale, elongate the spine, and exhale, look under that left arm, keeping the arms upright. Inhale through center. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale to the right. Exhale, twist. Inhale through center. Exhale, look over to the left. Inhale, upright. Exhale, twist. Inhale back through center. Exhale to the right. Go ahead and let your left hand fall down to your right knee and your right hand back behind you for a little more stability. And instead of using your connection of your hands to tweak yourself into the twist, try and use those hands to press you up, bringing your torso more upright, your chest up, and then letting gravity pull you into the twist. Inhale, long spine, chest forward, sternum up, still connecting with the abdominals. Inhale, long, and exhale, twist. Breathing here. All right, inhale, arms up, facing forward. And as you exhale, go over to the left, under that left arm, letting your hands fall. Right hand to left knee, left hand back behind you, maybe staying up on your fingertips and bending the elbow so that you're not sort of making the straight arm. Keeping that bent elbow in the back arm to help press you upright, bringing your torso upright. Breathing in deeply as you expand your chest and your belly. And let that breath go into your back body. And exhale. Let yourself twist without pulling yourself into it. You can look over that left shoulder if you'd like. Or just whatever's alright with your spine. You can continue to look forward or straight ahead. Whatever's okay with you next. One more breath here. Inhale full and deep. And exhale with your Ujjayi breath. Come back through center. Arms up overhead. And then release your hands to your knees. And go ahead and roll over your hands and knees to come into a tabletop all four position. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Stacked here. And reaching your chest forward through your arms, but keeping your abdominals engaged here. We want a long spine. Bringing a long spine from the tip of your head to your tailbone. And then as you inhale, reach your chest forward, tailbone up. Your belly could drop a little bit as you inhale for your cow. And exhale, press into your hands, dome your back to the sky. Press that air out. Exhale. Inhale, cow, chest forward. And exhale, dome your back to the sky for cat. Inhale, chest forward. And exhale, dome. A few more here. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, dome. Your back to the sky. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, dome your back to the sky. Last one, make it nice and big. Whatever you need to take here, take it. Inhale for your cow, chest forward. And exhale, dome your back to the sky. Bringing your toes to touch your knees slightly wider than your hips. Go ahead and shift your weight back, bringing your hips to your heels, keeping the arms long out in front of you, letting your head drop to the ground for a child's pose. Great place in child's pose if you need to rest. Great place to come. Pressing your hands into the ground so much that your elbows pop up off the ground. We're going to make this a more active child's pose. As you press your hands into the ground, try and spin the elbow pits, right? The inner part of your elbows up towards the sky, allowing your shoulders to release away from your ears. Pressing in active in the hands, tucking the toes under, shifting your hips up and back to downward facing dog here. Hands and feet on the ground. First downward facing dog. You can allow some movement, maybe pedaling the feet, swaying the hips if your hamstrings are tight. Trying to get that V shape with your body. But remember that you never have to have straight legs. But we do want the legs to be engaged. So they don't have to be straight, but we do want them to be strong. Okay. Come back to stillness for a few breaths. Inhaling, long spine here, hips up. Maybe bringing your chest forward to the ground without moving your hands and feet. And exhale, engaging the legs. Pressing into your toes and your fingertips here. One more inhale, one more exhale. Then we're going to walk our feet forward to our hands and see if you can, as you walk up, take small little steps and see if you can plant the heel of your foot down on the ground before the toes. Yeah, that's a nice little waking up the hamstrings for me. Not sure Okay, and this welcome to a forward fold here, hinging from the hips, bending the knees generously. This is the first forward fold of the morning. So bringing your chest to your thighs, bending the knees a lot here to allow that connection. Letting your head fall, shake it yes, shake it no. Maybe grab opposite elbows for a little ragdoll here. And then you can press into your feet to engage the legs and start to stretch the hamstrings more if you'd like. Staying with bent knees here, or working towards straightening them. Play around with the weight distribution. If the weight's more in your heels versus in your toes, what feels right for you? Where do you feel balanced? Traditionally, this pose, we want weight more in the toes, but that might not be right for you. Okay, release the hands. And we're going to come up half lift. So on the half lift, we're bringing our chest up to the level of about our hips, bringing a 90-degree angle at our hips, bringing our spine long and straight, parallel to the floor. Hands to the shins, maybe to the outer edges of the shins towards your calves, so that you're not pushing into it. That's sort of just your guide of, okay, my arms aren't going to dangle and flop around, right? They're going to be stable here, holding here. Inhale, long spine. And exhale, fold forward again. Release your chest back to your legs. Keeping a nice generous bend in the knees, we're going to roll up to standing. Stacking one vertebrae at a time. Slowly take your time. Let that roll feel good through the back. And coming up to standing. Keeping your knees, hips width distance, or toes touch, whatever is right for your body. Standing long and tall here in Tadasana. Stacking your head over your shoulders over your hips over your knees over your ankles. I want to come up with a straight line with the body. Pressing into the feet, engaging the legs, but unclenching the butt so that we can have a long spine here. Reaching those low ribs and hip bones towards each other slightly to support the chest reaching up, your sternum reaching up towards the sky without any arching. Breathing in here, finding stability and strength. And then inhaling, arms out to the side and up overhead. Urdhva Hastasana, arms up overhead. And exhale, fold forward, bending at the knees for your forward fold. Inhale for that half lift. And then exhale, plant the hands and step the feet back to a plank. Bend the knees here and touch the knees down in your plank, keeping that butt low and in line with the rest of your spine. Bending your elbows back towards your hips and brushing against your ribs. Come all the way to the belly. Stretch your legs out long. Maybe walk your hands back in line with your nipples. And then bringing those elbows in towards your ribs. On your next inhale, peel your chest up off the ground for a low cobra. Inhaling here. And then exhaling, letting your chest fall as you shift your hips up and back through a child's pose, tucking the toes under, shifting your hips up and back to your downward facing dog. So that is your little modified Surya Namaskar A, which is a great place to be. Or we can level up if you want the strengthening aspects of a Surya Namaskar A. But do what is right for you. Looking forward at your hands. Walk up again. Little steps. Try to get your heels down first. And then folding forward once your feet reach the top of the mat. Inhale for a half lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale with a long spine, bend your knees, reach your arms out and up, come to standing, arms overhead. Inhale and exhale, your hands down through your heart center, and then down by your side. So we're going to be connecting more breath to movement, and maybe leveling up if you know the poses of a sort of vinyasa flow, right? And if that's right for you. So staying with the one we just did, or leveling up. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, forward, bend at the knees. Inhale, half lift. Keeping the long spine, bend your knees to reach your hands to the ground. Exhale, step back to a plank, or jump back, bent elbows to a chaturanga. Hovering off the ground, low plank, elbows 90 degrees. Inhale, pressing into your up dog or low cobra. If you're an up dog, just the hands and feet on the ground, chest forward. Exhale, shifting back to downward facing dog. Holding here for a breath. Looking forward at your hands, walk up or jump up in between your hands. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms out and up, overhead. And exhale, back through standing. All right, toes touch, heels slightly apart here. We're gonna sit our hips back to our chair pose, like we're trying to sit in a little chair. Making sure that your knees are in line with each other and that they are more over the heels than the toes. So you can see all 10 toes, you can lift them all up. Reaching your arms up overhead maybe. We're going to inhale, tall here, and exhale, look over to the right. Bring your right arm back behind you, your left arm in front. Reaching your arms out here. Look down, make sure your knees are still in line with each other. Not twisting at the hips, twisting at the spine. Starting with the upper spine. Inhale back through center, arms up. And exhale, go ahead and twist out to the left. Checking in with your knees, sitting lower if you came up. Inhale back through center. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, flow through your version. If you're jumping back, jump back with bent elbows into chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or low cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Bringing those right knees into the chest. And then stepping your right foot in between your hands without bringing your knee to the outside of your right arm. Go ahead and plant the sole of the left foot. Looking, making sure you're aligned. Right heel, left arch. Setting up for warrior two here. Left toes angled in slightly. Reaching up with your left hand. Coming up to your warrior two. Sinking into that right knee so that your right knee is stacked over your right heel. Inhale, your arms to a T in line with your shoulders. Wrapping your right butt underneath you, keeping that back leg straight. Holding here. Then on our next inhale, we're going to turn the right palm up to the sky and reach that arm forward as we let our left hand touch our left thigh, or maybe wrap it around to our right hip. Wrap it around the back of your body. Inhaling and holding your reverse warrior here. Keeping your chest reaching up to the sky. Keeping that bend in the front knee. Finding length in both sides of the torso. Don't collapse too much through the left side. Inhale, back through center, arms to a T. And then exhale, bring your right forearm to your right thigh. Bring your left arm to the sky, maybe reaching it overhead, upper arm in line with your ear for your side angle. Make sure that bend is still in the knee. Inhale through warrior two. We're going to flow through that a few times with the breath. So inhale, reach your arm up, left hand wraps around to your right hip. Holding here on that long inhale breath. Exhale through center, warrior two. Inhale your side angle. Elbow to knee, arm overhead. Inhale back through warrior two. Exhale. Inhale in your reverse warrior. Exhale, warrior two. And if you'd like, keep both arms lifted as you inhale for your side angle. No bottom arm if you'd like. And then keep your arms up overhead if you'd like for more of a challenge. Exhale back through warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior, no hands. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, side angle. Exhale, warrior two. Last time, reverse your warrior, inhale. Exhale, upright warrior two. Inhale, side angle. Exhale, warrior two. Bring your arms back to a T. Go ahead and straighten that front leg. We're going to come into a Trikonasana, or a triangle pose. So keeping your both legs long and straight now, bringing more weight into the front right big toe mound of the foot so that there's a little bit of a bend in that front knee, so you're not hyperextending the leg. Letting your hips shift back to the left heel. Bring your arms to a T. Reach forward. Shift your torso over that right leg. And then letting the back of your right hand touch whatever part of the right leg it can. And then reach your left hand, hovering it above your face. And reaching your chest to the side. Can you open your chest more to the side? Trying to bring your chest up to the sky. Breathing here. Pressing into both feet. Inhaling a long spine. And exhaling, letting gravity help you in this pose. Another breath here. Inhale, bring your torso back up, arms to a T. Bring your hands to your hips and bring both feet parallel with one another. So, and parallel with the short edges of your mat. So now we're facing the side. Pressing into those feet, lifting your chest up. Go ahead and exhale, hinge forward to fold halfway. Plant your hands onto the ground. Bringing the right hand right under your face. We're going to twist open to the left. Make sure that your hips, bring your left hand to your lower back, your hip area. And keeping those hips level with one another, twist your chest over to the left. without moving your hips. Inhaling here, maybe reaching your arm up overhead. And then exhale, bring both hands to the ground. Bring both hands to your hips, staying in that half lift. And then inhale back up to center. Twisting those left toes out to the left. Keeping those right toes angled in slightly. Heel to arch alignment here. Other side, warrior two. Bending in that back left foot, in the back left knee. Trying to get that knee over your ankle. Wrapping that left butt underneath you as you press long and straight through that back leg, reaching your arms up to a T, or warrior two on the other side. Holding here. Inhaling, finding length in your torso. And exhale, finding weight in your hips and your feet. We're going to inhale, turn your left palm up to face the sky. Wrap your right arm back behind you to grab your left hip. Reaching that left arm to the sky, maybe up overhead for your reverse warrior. Breathing here, keeping that bend in that left leg. Inhale back through center, arms to a T. Bringing your left forearm to your left thigh, reaching your right arm to the sky or up in line with your ear for your side angle. And then inhale, come up through warrior two. And exhale to your reverse warrior. Inhale. Here in your reverse warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, side angle. Right arm in line with your ear. Left arm to your thigh. Exhale, come back to warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Left arm up in line with your ear. Right arm wrapped around your back. Exhale, warrior two. Maybe no arms to support you this time if you'd like. Inhale to your side angle, both arms in line with your ears, maybe. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale. In your warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior, maybe arms stay up by your ears. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, side angle, maybe both arms up overhead. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Last time. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, side angle. Exhale, warrior two. Coming to your warrior two, sitting deep in the knee. And then coming out of it. Straight legs, both legs straight. Keeping the foot position where it is. Or you can shorten your stance. Pressing into the big toe mound of that left leg to make sure you're not hyperextending in that knee. Bringing your arms out to a T. Chest up. Popping the hips over to the right, towards that right back heel. Shifting forward, long spine. Bringing the back of the hand to the left leg. Inner left leg. Reaching that right arm to the sky. Trying to bring your chest up to the sky. Inhaling here. Exhaling, pressing down through your feet. Rooting down through your feet. Rebounding through the rest of your body. Holding here in your triangle. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, torso upright. Arms out to a T for your warrior two. And then straighten both legs again, hands to your hips. Turn that left toe in towards the long edge of your mat so that now your feet are parallel with each other and with the short edges of your mat again. You're going to inhale, chest up. And then exhale, the long spine, start to fold forward, hands under the shoulders, bringing your left hand underneath your face, broadening across the chest here, looking over to the right, bring your right hand to your hips, make sure they stay level as you twist your chest open to the right. Maybe bring that right arm to the sky. Inhale here, exhale, twist. Inhale, long spine, hips square, and exhale, open up. Release your right hand, bring both hands to the ground, long spine here, keeping your torso where it is. Bring your hands to your hips, and inhale, upright. Turning the entire right foot open to the right. And then planting the hands, we're going to flow through your version of a vinyasa. Step back to a plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or low cobra. And exhale, hips up and back to downward facing dog. Looking forward at your hands, bend your knees and bring your feet to your hands. Inhale for a half lift, toes touch, heels slightly apart. And exhale, fold. Bend your knees, sit back in your chair, bring your arms up. And this time, we're going to exhale, twisting open to the right, but bringing the hands to heart center, palms together, maybe reaching that left elbow to the outer knee or thigh. Holding here and breathing. Keeping the knees in line with each other, keeping your hips low. Try to get your chest above your hips here. Inhale, arms up overhead, staying low. Exhale, twist open to the left. Maybe bring your hands together to heart center. Maybe bring your right elbow to the outer left knee or thigh. Pressing your palms together, sitting your hips back. Breathing here. Release your elbow, bring your arms up in line with your ears, sitting back. And exhale, forward fold, release that work. Inhale for your half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back or jump, bend to elbows. Inhale, up dog or low cobra. And exhale, shift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Bringing that right knee in towards your chest, popping up on your right fingertips, maybe to plant the foot inside both hands. Staying up on that left toes, back behind you, bending in that front right knee, stacking your knee over your ankle, bending in the back leg slightly, come on up to a lunge. Position here, holding, finding stability. We're going to look under that right arm. Maybe bring your arms out to either side. Right arm back behind you, left arm reaching forward. Maybe bringing your palms together. Maybe wrapping that left elbow to the outer right thigh, pressing your hands together towards your chest for your twisting lunge. Breathing here. Finding length in your spine, reaching your head forward. Inhale, arms back overhead, holding your lunge, planting the hands, and if you'd like, stepping your foot back and flowing through a vinyasa, or you could just jump switch, staying up on your fingertips, jumping up, bringing your right foot back and your left foot forward. Spring up. Now we're in lunge on the left foot. High up on the right back toes, bend in that right knee slightly, bend deeply in the front left knee. Reaching your chest up and forward, arms overhead, back knee bent slightly, holding this lunge. Breathing here. Long breath in, Ujjayi breath out. Inhale, look over to the left, bring your arms out to a T. Right arm reaching forward, left arm reaching back. Maybe bring that right elbow to the outer left thigh. Maybe bringing your hands, palms together towards your chest. Inhale, long spine, bend your knees. Exhale, twist. Holding here and breathing. Falling out of it's part of yoga, right? Inhale, long spine. Exhale, twist. Inhale, arms up, come up to your lunge. And then exhale, plant your hands. And this time, step your foot back to your plank. Exhaling through chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot forward. Planted in between your hands. Staying up on those left toes. Coming back to your lunge position. We're going to do that twist one more time. Inhaling long and tall here in your lunge. And exhale, maybe bring your hands to heart center this time. Without the arms, can you twist your chest over to the right before hooking your left elbow to your right thigh? This time, maybe if you'd like, bring your arms long, so your left hand down towards the ground, your right arm to the sky, spreading and flying your arms. Breathing here. Exhale, palms together. Come upright to your lunge. Planting the hands again on the fingertips if you want to jump switch. Or you could just step it, whatever works for you. In this lunge, bend the back knee slightly. Coming up, lunge on the front left foot. Holding here for a breath. Exhale, hands to heart center. Look over, twist your chest over to the left. Maybe hooking that right elbow to the left thigh. Breathing here. Maybe straightening your arms. Right arm reaches down to the ground. Left arm to the sky. Keeping that elbow to the outer edge of your left leg. Breathing here. Chest forward, knees bent. Bring your palms to touch. And then come back up through your lunge. Inhale and exhale. Plant your hands, step back, flow back, or just to go to downward facing dog. If you don't want to flow through your chaturanga, Inhale, up dog. Then exhale, downward facing dog. You can come to child's pose, or you're welcome to stay in downward facing dog. Either way, a few breaths here. Bringing your elbow pits towards one another, maybe reaching them towards the sky, releasing those shoulders towards your hips, reaching your hips up to the sky, pressing into your hands, engaging the legs. Long breath in, Ujjayi, breath out. Looking forward at your hands. Exhale, hands to feet to hands. We're going to inhale, a long spine, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, for your chair pose, sit deep. And then bring your hands to heart, center. And we're going to twist over to the right first. Hands to heart center, sit deep. Look over to the right before you hook your left elbow. Staying here is a great option. Or if you'd like to plant your hands, hooking your hip and your thigh on to your upper arms, maybe fanning your fingers out slightly as you plant them onto the ground, bringing your hips up, stacking them like a shelf on your arms for a little side crow arm balance, maybe working towards straight legs, trusting yourself that if you fall, you're not falling forward much, right? It's not far from the ground. Breathing here, wherever you are. And then exhale, plant your feet, and come back into the chair position, coming back upright. And then release the work, stand tall, arms down by your side. Just closing your eyes for a moment, letting go of what happened or what didn't happen, knowing that you are not a better person for doing a different version of any pose, right? It doesn't matter. All yoga is good yoga. Listening to your body and not listening to that inner ego. I'm just giving you options. All right, open those eyes, reach your arms up overhead, sit back into that chair, palms together, look over to the left, start your twist before you hook your right elbow. Staying here, pressing here, great place to be. Or, if you'd like, plant those hands. Both elbows are on that outer left thigh. I like to crouch down slightly to make sure that my hands are planted down correctly. Fanning the fingers out slightly. Hands shoulder width distance. Then bring your hips up to stack your thigh on top of both of your arms. Coming up for balance, or if you'd like, straighten both legs. Holding here and breathing. Looking forward, not down. And exhale, let it go. Plant those feet down on the ground. Sitting back into your chair, arms up overhead. And exhale, come to standing. Close your eyes again. Finding your Tadasana. Pressing into both feet, engaging the legs, releasing the butt. Low ribs, hip bones towards each other. Broaden across the chest. Sternum to the sky. Head floats above the rest of the spine. Arms reach down. Inhale, arms up overhead. And exhale, forward fold. And then bend your knees and plant your knees onto the ground. Uncurl the toes and sit back on your heels, if that's comfortable for you. Sitting up and long here. One moment with eyes closed. Reconnect to the breath. Long inhale. Ujjayi, exhale. And shift back onto your right hip or left hip, whatever you like. Swing your feet out in front. Bring your butt to the center of your mat, planting the soles of your feet in line with your hips, foot. About 6 inches to a foot away from your hips. It depends on your body for how far they'll be. You'll be able to feel it in a second. Bringing your arms back behind your hips, fingers facing your body or fanning them out to the side. Whatever works best for your shoulders. Fanning out to the side or fingertips towards your hips. We're going to press up into a reverse tabletop position. So pressing into your hands and your feet, bringing your hips up, trying to make a board with your body, engaging those abdominals, lower ribs and hip bones together as you reach your chest up to the sky. If it's all right with your neck, you can let your head fall back. Pressing into your hands and your feet. Inhaling a long spine. And exhale, release your butt to the ground. Let your soul away from each other as you inhale for a long spine here. And maybe exhale, long spine, fold forward. Any amount, it doesn't matter. Inhaling back up, right. Stretching your legs out in front of you and slowly roll down your spine to your back. Coming back to your Shavasana. If you'd like to do another twist or bring your knees into your chest, go for it. But if you're ready for rest, come to your Shavasana. Whenever you're ready. Closing the eyes. Open the mouth and take a deep breath in through the nose and let it out the mouth. Do that again. Inhale through the nose, keep the mouth open. Exhale through the mouth. Let it go. You can close your mouth now and let your breath return to normal. Release any control over it. Releasing the muscles of the face. Let your tongue fall away from the roof of your mouth. Let your shoulders sink into the ground. Let the palms of your hand reach up, letting the arms roll away. Letting your whatever's touching the ground sink into the ground, your back, your hips. Letting your legs flop open and feet reach out to either side. Release the work in the legs and the feet. Connect to your body. We'll do a quick little body scan, starting from the top of your head. Breathing as you feel through down your torso, your arms, down through your hips and your legs. Those things feel different now after you practice. As you're ready, start to wiggle fingers and toes. Maybe reaching your arms up over your head for a nice long stretch. Bring your soles of your feet onto the ground. Maybe your knees into your chest. Rock and roll or shift over to one side. Come up to seated. Sitting long and tall here. Bringing your hands to your heart center, keeping your eyes closed if you'd like. Bring your thumbs to your forehead in between your eyebrows, and pressing in here to have clear and loving thoughts about yourself and about everything else. Right. The light in me honors and loves the light in you. Or, namaste. All right. Thanks for tuning in. Donations still accepted. I'll put the Venmo in the description. Eva-Lopez-58. 60% of the donations will go to the Buckeye Tree Lodge and the Wildland Firefighter Foundation. You can tell we're living with quite a bit of smoke right now, as there are so many fires breaking out in this fire season. So let's do what we can to support the people who keep us safe. So thanks again for tuning in, and let me know if you have any recommendations for next week. All right. Have a good day.